Hey everybody. So do you ever feel like you just get caught up in your head, you start overthinking and it paralyzes you and you just can't move forward? Well, the reason for overthinking many times is looking at too many options of too many things that can go wrong and also caring too much about what other people think. Many of us are afraid to start something new because we're afraid of being criticized, we're afraid of being made fun of, and we're afraid of what other people are going to think and make us feel less than or embarrass us in some way, so we don't do anything. And when we get stuck is when we not only become stuck in our lives, but we're just not fulfilled, and it makes our lives lack some kind of purpose for us. And one of the reasons why I think we care so much about what other people think is that we're not living in our own spiritual sovereignty. And what that means is standing in our own power, really appreciating our own worthiness and our own sense of self in a way that we can make decisions without needing the approval of other people, feeling empowered by our own knowingness, tapping into our intuition, tapping into our body intuition, what feels right. That's not to say that we can never ask anybody else for feedback, or that we have to feel that we know everything and we just don't need any help in any capacity. Obviously, that's not true. But when we're stuck because we are so afraid of how we're going to look in front of other people and how they're going to judge us, it takes away from our own power. It's really taking responsibility for our lives, knowing that it may not be perfect right out of the gate, that there are going to be times we're going to be able to do something with the tools and the knowledge that we have, and then we can look back on it and say, this is where I need to improve. This is what I can do better. You start to see your mistakes because you've been able to take some kind of action. And even though it's not perfect, it's a great beginning. It could be starting a YouTube channel. Many of us are very uncomfortable uploading videos initially because we know that our family and our friends are going to see it. But we have to be in our own sovereignty and understand that not all of our content, not everything that we're going to do is going to resonate with the people that are in our lives. The next part of it is not to feel like we have to do everything all at once. So we've already talked about not needing to be perfect, but also it can feel like a huge endeavor at times to go ahead and start something because you just see the end result and you're like, how in the world am I going to get there? But it's okay to do things in piecemeal. It's okay, again, if you want to do videos, to just think of content, to think of what your overall topic is going to be. Do a couple of videos, see how it goes. And that can even be in our personal lives when we just want to take a vacation. We don't have to feel like we want to travel the world. Where do I begin? I don't know. There's so many places to see. I'll hold off on this. I'll wait. Instead, it's like, make a list of places that you want to see and just go one by one and just start looking into things, and then start deciding who you want to travel with, or if you want to travel alone, and what time of the year that you want to go. And by breaking it down, we don't feel so overwhelmed and we're able to take action and not feel paralyzed. When we're not living in our sovereignty, a lot of times we react. We react to things around us because we don't feel grounded and we don't feel super secure in what we're doing. And there's a huge difference between reacting to our surroundings and reacting to what's going on around us and responding. Responding is noticing it, observing it, analyzing it, and deciding how to make the next step. Being in our sovereignty, feeling that we are enough, that we don't have to react and get crazy. I'm sure we've all been there where we have reacted in a way that does not make us look very good. It weakens our position, and I'm sure that many of us have been around other people where we have seen them react and carry on a little bit. That's allowing the outside world to be more meaningful to you than to believe in yourself and believe what you can do. And all of this, between living in our sovereignty, deciding on what we want to do, not needing to be perfect, breaking it down, responding instead of reacting, allows us to be present. It allows us to be grateful. We're not constantly triggered, and we're able to see what's all around us that's good for us and appreciate it. And that's when we have the energy to attract more positive things to us. And then we go on to the next step and we keep leveling up and leveling up and leveling up instead of going in a downward spiral, worrying, overanalyzing, overthinking, and just thinking too little of ourselves. We're all part of the creation. We're all important. We all have worthiness. It's about tapping into that, believing in that, and living that. I hope this video helps you in some way. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you think somebody else should see this, pass it on. Thanks so much for watching.